Hello, my dear friends. How are you today? I hope you are smiling. I hope you feel relaxed. And I hope you are ready to enjoy learning with me. I'm so happy we can share this moment together. Every minute you spend here makes your English stronger. Every small step builds your confidence brighter. Today, we will explore 10 wonderful phrases that people use every single day. These phrases are simple, yet powerful. They are not long or complicated, but they make you sound natural, polite, and confident. So, let's begin this journey together. Phrase 1. That sounds great. This phrase is a friendly and positive way to show that you like someone's idea. You can use it in daily life, at school, or at work. Many learners make the mistake of only saying okay or good, which can sound cold or uninterested. But when you say, that sounds great, it feels warm and full of energy. For example, if a friend says, let's go for coffee, you can reply, that sounds great. If a colleague says, we can finish the project tomorrow, you can respond, that sounds great. I'll be ready. Even at home, when your family says, we're making pizza for dinner, you can smile and say, that sounds great. I can't wait. My student Arjun used to say only okay. His friends thought he didn't care. But when he started using this phrase, people felt his excitement, and their conversations became happier. This simple phrase makes you sound supportive and kind. Phrase 2. I really appreciate it. This phrase is a polite way to say thank you, and it shows real respect and gratitude. Learners often say only, thanks, which is fine, but sometimes it feels too short. I really appreciate it adds warmth and professionalism. For example, if a teacher says, I'll give you extra practice, you can reply, I really appreciate it. If a friend offers to help you move your books, you can say, I really appreciate it. Even when a stranger returns your lost wallet, the perfect response is, I really appreciate it. One of my learners, Layla, always used to say just, thanks. And people sometimes felt it wasn't enough. When she began saying, I really appreciate it, her English sounded more polite, and people respected her more. This phrase is important whenever someone helps you, because it makes your gratitude feel real. Phrase 3. I'm not sure, but I think. This phrase is helpful when you are unsure of the answer. It shows honesty and politeness, while keeping the conversation open. Many learners make the mistake of saying only, I don't know, which sounds closed and unhelpful. Instead, saying, I'm not sure, but I think, makes you sound cooperative. For example, if a friend asks, where's the nearest bus stop? You can say, I'm not sure, but I think it's around the corner. If a colleague asks, do we have a meeting tomorrow? You can reply, I'm not sure, but I think it's at 10. Even with classmates, if someone asks, will the teacher check homework? You can say, I'm not sure, but I think yes. My student Amir always said, I don't know. And people stopped asking him questions. But when he changed to, I'm not sure, but I think, people respected him more. This phrase shows that you are trying to help, even if you are not completely certain. Phrase 4. Could you please repeat that? This phrase is very useful when you don't understand or don't hear something clearly. Many learners make the mistake of saying only, what, which sounds rude. Instead, could you please repeat that? Is polite, respectful, and professional. For example, in class you might say, sorry, could you please repeat that? At work, if you didn't hear clearly, you could ask, could you please repeat that? I didn't catch the last part. Even with friends, you can use it kindly. Could you please repeat that? I want to be sure I understood. My learner Priya always said, what? In meetings, and her boss thought she was rude. When she started saying, could you please repeat that? Her boss smiled and appreciated her politeness. This phrase shows that you care about understanding correctly, and it makes people feel respected. Phrase 5. That makes sense. This phrase is perfect for showing that you understand an explanation. Many learners only say, okay, or just nod their heads, but that does not clearly show understanding. Saying, that makes sense, shows that you respect the other person's explanation. For example, when a teacher says, we add ed for past tense, you can reply, that makes sense. If a friend explains, I was late because of traffic, you can respond, that makes sense. Even in the office, when a colleague says, we need to wait for approval before moving forward, you can agree, that makes sense. One of my learners, June, used to say only, okay. People thought he wasn't really listening. But after using, that makes sense, people felt he was engaged and interested. This phrase builds trust and shows good communication. Phrase 6. I'm sorry to hear that. This phrase shows kindness when someone shares bad or sad news. Many learners make the mistake of saying only sorry, which feels too short and sometimes cold. Saying, I'm sorry to hear that, is much softer and more comforting. For example, if a friend says, I lost my phone, you can reply, I'm sorry to hear that. If a colleague says, I'm not feeling well, you can respond, I'm sorry to hear that. Please, take care. Even with family, if someone says, the trip got canceled, you can kindly say, I'm sorry to hear that. One of my students, Sarah, once replied with just, sorry, when her friend shared bad news, and the friend felt hurt. Later, Sarah learned this phrase and said, I'm sorry to hear that. Her friend smiled, even in sadness. This phrase shows real empathy and makes people feel supported. Phrase 7. I totally agree. This phrase is a strong way to show agreement. Learners often say only yes, which is too weak and doesn't express real support. I totally agree adds strength and enthusiasm. For example, if a friend says, "We should take a break," you can reply, "I totally agree." If a colleague says, "Teamwork is important," you can respond, "I totally agree." Even with family, if someone says, "This movie is really funny," you can happily say, "I totally agree." My learner Ramesh used to only say yes, and people didn't know how much he agreed. But when he started using "I totally agree," people felt his energy and connection. This phrase makes conversations warmer and more supportive. Phrase 8. I'll take care of it. This phrase shows confidence and responsibility. It is useful at work, at home, or with friends. Many learners say only "I do" or "okay," but that sounds weak and uncertain. "I'll take care of it" is clear and reliable. For example, at work you can say, "Don't worry about the report. I'll take care of it." At home, if someone says, "The dishes are dirty," you can reply, "I'll take care of it." Even with friends, if they need tickets, you can assure them, "I'll take care of it." My learner Aditi used this phrase at work, and her boss began to trust her more. Before, when she only said "okay," it didn't sound strong. This phrase makes you sound dependable and trustworthy. Phrase 9. Let's keep in touch. This phrase is wonderful when you meet someone new or finish a meeting. It shows you want to stay connected. Many learners say only "goodbye," which feels final and sometimes cold. "Let's keep in touch" feels friendly and open. For example, after a meeting, you can say, "It was nice talking to you. Let's keep in touch." With classmates after graduation, you might say, "Let's keep in touch." Even with colleagues after finishing a project, you can kindly suggest, "Let's keep in touch." One of my learners, Elena, used to only say "bye," and people didn't contact her again. But when she began using "let's keep in touch," she built many new friendships. This phrase keeps doors open for future connections. Phrase 10. Take your time. This phrase is polite and kind, and it helps others feel relaxed when they are in a hurry. Many learners make the mistake of saying only "wait," which sounds rude. Instead, "take your time" is soft, respectful, and encouraging. For example, with a friend you can say, "No hurry, take your time." At work, if a colleague feels stressed, you can comfort them. "Finish when you can, take your time." Even at home, if family members are rushing, you can say, "Don't rush. Take your time." My learner Hassan used to tell people quickly, and they often felt upset. When he learned to say "take your time," people felt calm and respected him more. This phrase shows patience and care in your communication. So, my dear friends, we have explored 10 beautiful phrases that can make your English sound natural, polite, and warm. These are not difficult words, but simple, powerful tools for daily life. Use them with friends, family, classmates, and colleagues. Remember, it's not only about speaking English, it's about building good feelings, respect, and strong connections. Each time you use these phrases, you bring kindness into your conversations. And with practice, you'll speak with more confidence and charm every single day.